No, my minor was philosophy.
Oh, what was your major?
Psychology.
Oh, well.
Yeah, and anthropology.
All the ologies?
Yeah, not topology.
Oncology?
Not so much.
Not your favorite subject.
No, anthropology and psychology. And my specialty was the evolution of the human brain and how we think.
Oh, okay. So how do I think? You're like, I don't want to get into that right now.
No,
it's
but I use it
too
in
much.
the show, actually. So people ask me, they always see, because we have little bios that come up. And I'm first because I'm the first person they meet.
And
so they
the least humble.
Yeah. What? I am the most humble person you ever meet. So they play it, or they show it, and then people come out and say hi during the little intermission because I'm out there just, shaking babies and kissing hands. And so,
yeah, I do that too sometimes.
Yeah. And so they always say, oh, you have these degrees in psychology and anthropology. How do they tie together? And all of magic is psychology. It really is. And so I do demos in the show. I used to do this whole bit about misdirecting the person on stage. And then it would come around and it would be that the person on stage unwittingly with me was misdirecting the entire audience to something that happened to them.
Whoa.
So they all thought they were part of this joke where the guy wasn't seeing this rabbit that came out. And so this rabbit would come out and steal this carrot. I would say, I have this carrot. I'm going to set it here. And a giant rabbit's going to steal it. And, ha, ha, ha. And I'd do these jokes. And so we would be talking, you and I, and a rabbit would come out and steal it. And the guy wouldn't notice, or the girl wouldn't notice. And then I would say, the carrot's gone. And they would look, and they would think I had done some sort of trick. So I would put it, again, another carrot. I'd go over and take it from the rabbit. And walk over, the rabbit would stick his hand out, and I would put it back.
Right.
And then we would talk some more, and then the carrot would be gone again.
Okay.
And so then, so we're talking about a trick. And so I would go to show the trick, and I would do the trick in slow motion, and they would be watching, and the rabbit would come out the third time in slow motion and steal it, and the audience would go nuts, and the rabbit would go shh and walk off. The carrot's gone. So I would then talk about the power of misdirection. We have lights, we have music, we have me looking at you, which is misdirection, because when I look into your eyes, you look into mine, this whole thing. And I would thank them, send them to their seat, and then give the formal definition of misdirection. And so it would appear that I was on stage giving this, it was on an easel, giving this thing, explanation. And the rabbit, and I would say during it, this rabbit misdirected you this entire time. He was misdirected from a rabbit the whole time. But all of you have been misdirected by the fact that I, and the head would come off, am the rabbit. And it would be me and the rabbit. Because they were so busy laughing at the guy and laughing about the definition and waving at the rabbit. I was the rabbit.
Whoa.
Yeah, I'll put a little link.
Now I want to see your show. I'm not scared anymore.
It's not in the show anymore.
Oh, well.
I had to take it out. It was too complicated.
Okay.
It was very, very intensive.
Okay. Well.
And you know what people would always say? Like, sometimes they miss...
They miss the setup?
Well, they don't understand how good something is. Like, sometimes people, they're so used to watching special effects and stuff in movies that they would come out and they would say, the bit was funny, but all you did was vanish and then appear in the rabbit costume. That was the explanation. All you did was vanish from over here and appear over here.
Well, I would not recommend them to see Inception, Lucy, or Interstellar.
or any of the Chipmunk movies.
Right. All you did was vanish.
But anyways, so
the landing.
That's why I do. That's why I do psychology, and I do a lot of body language. I used to write papers on body language, and you can read them online. It's biodata in the workplace if you want to search.
Okay.
And it's about how you can do an interview and study how somebody sits, and when you ask them questions, you can get certain information from them. And so we actually wrote this up when I was an undergraduate, and. Not to brag or anything, but it became.
I can't top that one.
Yeah, it became really big, and a little company called Pelican Books, who publishes books, bought it from us, and they use that to train executives.
That's
and
amazing.
Human resource. So I still get residuals.
So you need to train me on how to read body language.
I will. Yeah, I will, and we'll work on that right after this.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, so there you go. I still get like checks for like 10 cents and.
Oh, that's impressive.
The biggest one's like $1.70 or something.
But still,
it's been a long
that's
time.
$1.70 you didn't have.
Yeah,
before.
I don't think they use it anymore. It's been like 5 or 6 years since I got one. You know.
You never know. Watch
So
tomorrow,
anyways,
you're going to get a check.
So that's how psychology and magic
Go
are
together.
related. And,
Amazing.
yeah, so that answers that question there, Heidi, that you're always asking. Never. Just brought it up.
It's cool.
There you go.